Hey, what up, everybody? We're the Millionaire Anime Club. It's Zheryk, Wes, and since Matt's gone, it's Romann. I mean, it just says the black, but it's the black hand. It's the black. It just not Romann. Just it's not Romann the black.
I mean, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. I'm not on painkillers right now, so I can't, blame it on that.
No excuses.
Right. So Wes is back. He was gone because he had some back surgeries and some other recovery stuff that he's doing. So we're glad to see you, even though you got the Stone Cold goatee going on right now.
Oh man, I don't want to talk about it. I can't believe I'm on like the internet with my facial hair in such disarray. I'm so proud of my beard usually, and I had to shave it for the anesthesia and like all the stuff. And it's growing back, kind of. It's coming. It's gonna be a while.
Oh man, we gonna have some.
Wes, do me a favor and tell me to go clean my room right now. That's what you feel like.
Are you saying I'm giving sitcom dad vibes?
Yeah, tell me to take out the trash just one time. Take out the trash.
You're grounded.
Wow! My father.
I feel like Wes about to sit out here and be like, "Hey, young blood, you ready to duel?" Like,
oh, I'm ready to duel. We can get into that a little later.
We talk about it. So shit. Matt's not here. We definitely are not about to read through this, but we go over One Piece. I'll go ahead and pull it up. But I'm gonna tell you now, unless Romann wants to do the voices,
I can attempt to do some voices. I've been practicing a little bit. I'm not as good as Matt, but I can try. I'm willing to try.
Well, let's put it on record. We'll never be as good as Matt, but
damn.
I mean, can you give me some? Can I aspire? Can I try? Can I attempt before you shoot me down like that?
Don't shoot him down before he gives an attempt. I'll give you some backup if you need it.
Yeah, I'll try to help too, I think. But I'm not trying to go up against the GOAT.
Yeah, I think the three of us. I'm gonna get there.
3-on-1.
All right, Wes, let's go for it.
All right. Hey, what are you doing, Momo? Just fly. I know that, but I mean, my body will not move. Do you realize how high I am just from lifting my head? I don't care. Are you still afraid of heights, even as an adult? Silence. Hold your tongue. As a warrior fears nothing. Then then what did you get big for? You're a dragon, so fly. I know. Do not rush me. We're in a rush. If I don't stop Kaido, he'll take everybody out. I know that. So fly. Just give me a moment. Huff, huff. And then we go to the clash between father and child. Near a mountain.
Oh, Matt.
All right, let me get Kaido.
All right.
So you defended against it.
That's actually good.
Crap. All right.
That's quite good.
Okay.
Hollowed Glacier Slash.
Boom, boom, kadoom. Look at you acting like a damn soldier of water. But you cannot escape your bloodline. You are still the son of Kaido. Do you really think any of the samurai here see you as a comrade, regardless of what you choose to bear on your shoulders?
Shut up. That doesn't matter.
You have lived alone on this island for years, hopping about the rocks, crawling through the attics, always alone.
That's not true. I have friends. I mean, I did.
That's right. There were also samurai in the cave, and everyone who did show you favor is now dead.
Here's some food, ogre princess, and a blanket. Hey, why'd he get put to death out of nowhere? He was sneaking out food for the ogre princess. That kid's still on the run, talking about wanting to be Odin.
And then here's Kaido just like bop. Not even, that's just a bop. Like that's
that's Kaido.
Friendship, it's all a sham. It's all for show. Deep down, they fear you. You must rule others with strength. You are a child of the ogres. You are not meant to be friends with humans. And then like Gong and shit. Gong.
That is your fate. See, I do like this panel here. Just like angry. Like this is the first time we're seeing like full ogre Kaido, and they haven't really used that term before, so I find that interesting.
Yeah, I thought this was kind of one of the biggest things of them kind of saying ogre princess, ogre this, ogre that. I mean, I'm sure in Japanese it's oni, and like they are probably using like that proper like phrasing.
Yeah.
But the fact that they are acknowledging this and tying it back to the Oars people of ogres is kind of like kind of makes sense.
It's a reveal. I'll take it. All right.
So, that is your fate, Yamato, and that is like demon ogre form.
Just swinging a club, like just angry, like demon form. It's all too much.
And it's like you know it's like they're bad. Like it's like the demon form when the eyes go white and it just is all shadow like that. Like it is a great panel, especially when you look over here and you see like his face in detail just like a moment before, and just like he gone full demon.
It's like this is my religion. This is what I believe. That's your fate.
That's what's up. All right, so we get back over to Momonosuke.
Oh, let me take on one. Huh? I'm flying. There we go. So, well,
that's Luffy.
Continue.
I'm moving forward.
No, you guys got it backwards.
I'm sorry, that's my fault.
All right, so Momo's you're flying, Luffy. If it says Momo's name, that's Luffy talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm mixing up the voices. That's okay. Okay, there's Onigashima. I see shapes on the roof. The roof? Hey, are you even looking where you're going? You fool. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate the support. You fool. How can I fly with my eyes open? What? No. That's not the roof. Crash.
What? No, kind of. What? A different dragon.
Huh? A dragon?
What is that thing?
Ruby? What is this? What's going on? Stop, Momo. What are you doing? Oh, where am I?
Second floor. He's crashing through the floors. Okay, it crashes through.
Kaido?
Straw Hat. That's how Law talks.
What is happening, Mama? Oh, come on, Momo. Just open your eyes already. I can't. There's something stuck in them. I'm still speaking like he's a child because that's how I hear him in my head. That's because you keep smashing into things. Help me, Luffy. Just man up and look. That's a wall. Stop. Huh? Third floor reporting in. Master Kaido is
rampaging through the castle. No, that's not him.
But there can't be two dragons.
But it's a different color. Find out who that is.
Lots of noise. Oh, yeah.
Lots of noise going down there. Must be Limerick now after they built the whole castle.
There we
go. I'm not done yet. Divine swiftness. Oh no, I'm in the air again. I must get back to solid ground. There's Kaido. Charge down there. Kaido. Gear 4. Snake Man. Gamo no.
Brown. White Serpent.
Jet Culvert.
Oh man, the Jet Culvert. That's okay. We'll talk about that in a second too.
Yes.
That's such a cool move.
Luffy. Hey Yamato. You were holding Kaido back for us? That's great. Thanks. I'm so glad.
How did you survive, Straw Hat? Who is that dragon? Name yourself.
A pink dragon? Could it be? Nothing you do is going to kill me. I'm the man who will become king of the pirates. And my name is Kozuke Momonosuke, the man who will become shogun of Wano.
Momonosuke? Whoa. What a surprise, that little boy. But the world doesn't need two dragons.
End of chapter.
End of chapter. Be back in 2 weeks.
We got a break.
I gotta say, very, very fun chapter. Very stupid. I very much enjoyed doing that. It was
Thank you, Matt, for not being here to allow us the opportunity to practice our voice acting skills.
Just
as
so you know,
horrible
Matt,
as they may be.
Just so you know, Matt, I think we have been talking about as we kind of rebrand and do this that if we really want to expand, we can't just be straight up showing manga, on the screen.
Yeah.
So one thing we were talking about is like maybe waiting a day or two after they get done, us doing like a podcast where we're just voice acting it, which could be very dumb.
I'd like that.
Also, could be fun to try. Like I said, a lot of stuff's going on. Just we keep on trying to do stuff, and then shit keeps happening in our lives.
Like real life. Like I did not plan to have back surgery this past week.
No one did.
Things just kind of happened.
And Matt's
I haven't been able to do my Nuzlocke. I feel like I'm letting my two fans in Germany down. And Romann.
Yeah, and me.
Romann really loves my Nuzlocke adventures.
I enjoy watching that pain. Really, it's truly a Shakespearean comedy. I got to be honest.
Shakespearean comedy. That's.
I don't think I deserve that.
He said
It's
it was
okay.
a Shakespearean comedy.
It was. Have you watched them? The intense emotion going up and down constantly. How funny it is to watch him lose and come back. You get him back.
I'm on my third attempt of this.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. The rules of Shakespeare says that everyone at the end of the story dies. This is a Shakespearean tragedy.
This is his third time doing a Nuzlocke. Everyone always dies.
It's only a comedy if everyone lives. It's a tragedy if everyone dies.
Oh.
That's the rules of Shakespeare.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And now there's a Pokemon named after you, Romann. So I got to keep it alive.
No.
Also, when we did that chapter review, I totally forgot to do this. That was on me.
That's okay. I mean, I always appreciate that song whenever it's brought up, so it's fine.
Okay.
It's just a little off time. We're good.
All right. So, Romann posted in our group chat a challenge to us, if you will, and that we needed to watch one episode of.
He more like berated us.
I really didn't. I just said
I'll be honest. I'm not like he went after Matt for some bullshit that Matt said.
Didn't do that. All I did was watch the. Here it is. Let me lay the groundwork because everything you guys are saying is false, and I didn't know that you were feeling this way when I brought it up.
I'm obviously joking, but
As you know, our number 2 fan, Mylon, continues to bring up Boruto that we got to get back into it. I've been hesitant for a long time, and I jumped back into it. And I recently watched an episode 189, and I enjoyed it so much. All I did was privately message the group like, you guys should watch it. I didn't ask you to put it on the show. I didn't demand that no one do it. I'm just saying, you guys who love action, you guys who love anime, just take a look at the episode. There was no forceful hand put on it. I didn't put the black hand on it. This was Ramonn's hand. Just telling you. Hey, this was a good episode. You guys should watch it.
You know how you get when you feel strongly about something.
It was one paragraph.
We can feel it, in the
It was
words.
a paragraph in the group chat. Let's start off with that.
Yes.
Paragraph in the group chat means something, and if you don't know that, that's a problem.
I understand, but it was just a private thing between us. I didn't ask you, but all right. But
I watched the episode. I skipped how many episodes ahead in my Boruto watch? Maybe like 20 or so episodes to watch this.
It was really it's a slog.
And like there was some great action in this episode. Like the animation looks completely different, like I'm watching a different anime. I will give that to you. And like it's just hard with Boruto sometimes because there's so much filler.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like some of the filler I want to watch and some of the filler I just skip. And it's hard to know when to get back into it. But like, I think I'm just enjoying reading the manga monthly right now.
That's fair.
Yeah, okay. So in the chat, Romann said, if there's one episode of Boruto that you need to watch, it's this episode. You don't need to watch anything before. You don't need to watch anything after.
No.
This is a standalone thing. If you watch one episode of Boruto, this is the episode to watch. And I took him up on that challenge. I took it personally.
Okay.
So,
damn, MJ.
So I went ahead and I went and sat down and I got on my Hulu and I made sure that they had episode 189. I forget what it's called, but I know it's about the vessel versus some dude that looks like Dr. Robotnik meets Mega Man.
Kawaki versus Akuma. That's right.
And I got to admit, it was a good fight scene. I love how like something was about to happen. This motherfucker's like, nah, not today. You about to fight me. And then the guy's like, then he's just next to him. He's just next to him, like throwing hands, and it's just on. It's on. It was literally the definition of on site. Like no words had to be said. The vessel just like took off. The vessel's like piecing him up. He's like, my hardest hits don't do nothing. Gets like stabbed in the chest. The other people are like, shit, we gotta do something.
Yeah, I love how all the Konoha ninjas were just like standing by
and watching the whole time. Because it's not their fight. They're not involved. They just check out what was happening.
From what I remember from the manga, they were directly involved in everything leading up to this. But like, I'm not gonna. But I will say this: I only suggested this episode not only because it looks so good, it's because really we don't give a fuck about story or talking. All I wanted to see was the potential and what this show could have always done. And that's why I was so disappointed about Boruto. This one goes out to you, Mylon. This is why it's so hard for people to watch it. What Wes said. So much filler. And honestly, there's a humongous gap between this episode and all the rest of the 187 episodes that they put out. The animation is low graded. When they had the money, the potential, that Boruto is like the number one manga out right now, and the anime is like up there as well. You tell me they don't have the resources to make every episode. I've heard you make this argument plenty of times.
Yes.
When it comes to like different shows and like why can't the animation quality be like the same throughout the series? Why is it like in these special episodes where everything looks crazy and like special episodes of Black Clover where like the animation is completely different and like the action sequences are like so visual? And I don't have an answer for you. Right to the studios.
It's not a question, but I would say this. This is the argument of I would rather take like a 25 episode season instead of a constant episode every week. Take the time, put some more time in the animation. This is the argument of would you want an album from your artist every year, or would you want them to take a break every couple of years?
Now we're making music analogies.
No, just that compares that they're parallel. Would you like them to take time on making a well-crafted album, or do you want them to feel the pressure of dropping one every year and losing quality? And that's how I feel about Boruto. That's what I feel about that number. That's the same with Black Clover. They consistently put out an episode every week, and you can tell that the quality suffers.
Well, not anymore. That's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the best way to release music is to drop an album every like 3 to 5 years, but hit them with the mixtapes in between. I feel like the art of the mixtape is gone. That's a different story.
EPs are trying to replace mixtapes now as something that's just like to not call it your album, but
you're still making it album quality, so it's like you're just not fully committing to your theme. We ain't music talk. We anime talk.
Yeah, we're anime talking.
Yeah, talk music is a different thing.
Now I would need to jump out because I don't care that much.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm just being honest. Like I'm like, oh, y'all talking about mixtapes? I'm out.
Okay. Post-surgery, Wes is bold. All right.
You know what? When you've been under the knife, your perspective changes. You realize that there's only so much time in life. Just do what you enjoy.
Yeah.
I know what post-surgery Wes needs. And if you got it, it's time to spark it, load it, roll it, or burn it because it's
You know what? I appreciate the gesture, but I can't have that right now, and it's unfortunate.
Okay, well,
You already on your own drugs, baby. You good?
I mean, they're okay. Like I haven't even taken them the past 2 days. It's fine.
Really?
Yeah, like the first 2 days were the worst, and I'm fine now. Well, I'm not fine. Like I still got a cut in my back, but it's fine. It's healing.
you feeling better, and that's what's
Bleeding out right now. Okay, I feel you.
Oh, stop it.
We said I got a cut in my back. I'm like, damn.
I mean, that's where they put the incision, but we're not here to talk about my surgery. Although Romann was there like 3 days before my surgery when I was dancing around at a party.
He was hopping up and down.
I saw the videos.
He was hopping up and down.
See, and I was just like, between your back and Matt's stomach issues, it's just been a rough time for the MMA club.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. You guys
we're making it through. We're charging forward. We're still here every week.
I appreciate that about you guys.
And,
what else?
My Nuzlocke will be back this week. I may even do it tonight if I get bored.
Ooh, you're gonna get bored, so.
Yeah. We need that time back. Also, reach out to your fans too, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. So neither of y'all were on the show last week.
I watched.
Romann, did you see Shang-Chi?
No.
No? All right.
I did.
I know.
But please talk about it anyways. You can tag me out, but I'm going to watch it either. We were supposed to watch it this weekend, but we're probably going to see it either within the week or next weekend.
Go on Tuesdays where tickets are like half price at AMC or whatever.
Oh, where? Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's good. All I do is hear about it. I hear about the fight scenes are great, so please tell me. I don't really care about the story. Not a huge Marvel guy, so please talk about
It
it.
was amazing. Like story-wise, visually, like fight choreography. Like I love the shout outs to Jackie Chan, like even in the first fight scene where he's on the bus and he's just like, I don't want any trouble. And then he literally like uses his jacket as a weapon and then puts it back on. I'm like, that's some true Jackie Chan shit, and I love it.
It was definitely like a Rumble in the Bronx, like even like Rush Hour kind of vibe. Like, like the bus, it felt like a video game. The bus is moving. Your fight is going on in the bus. Like the bus is moving.
Innocent bystanders.
Yeah. It's San Francisco, and they're going down like the Wiggly Hill. Like, so like the bus is doing crazy shit. And there's like a part where like he times it, they cut the bus in half, and like it's great. It's like it starts off like a fight scene, like a Jackie Chan fight scene, and then the Marvel guy whose arm is a fucking razor
fist or whoever his name was.
So it's like it's literally like it's just cool because it feels like a martial like at that point it's a martial arts flick, and it feels like the Marvel comes in. I really dug the whole like it's kind of cheesy, but the whole like Katie Aquafina's like storyline. You always see like the comedic like person in these things. You're like, it's gonna kind of suck, but she actually had a storyline that was like it was a Marvel storyline. It was definitely the like what you expected, but it was done well.
Is Aquafina a real superhero this time? Is she like
no, she's like a
comedic relief?
She's the human that rises to the occasion that always occurs in these Marvel movies.
Yeah,
okay. They have her set up like there might be like a show on Disney Plus in like 2 or 3 years where like she teams up with like who
knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
No, honestly, the show would be her and Michael Pena from the Ant-Man series because they're both based out of San Francisco, and they're just kind of doing their thing. That'd
be great. I'd watch that.
But what Aquafina was good in it.
Yeah. I'm usually like, oh man, Aquafina, you're just kind of trying too hard. But in this, she was fantastic.
At times she does. I'm just like, but in Shang-Chi, she was great.
All right.
I think a lot of like the stuff I've seen her that she's been doing more dramatic lately. I'm like, oh, okay, like this is nice. I
highly enjoyed her in Farewell, so I loved her in that movie.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, when you're not trying super hard to be funny, I think you're
doing a lot of this. Oh my God damn it! Like just a lot of.
There was a little bit of that. There was a little bit,
but it was
justified because they were in like these ridiculous situations. Like they literally did the bamboo fight scene from Rush Hour 2.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
on the side of the building, and I'm just like, yeah, that's the time. That's an appropriate time to be screaming your head off, like you know. Yeah,
like, that was a great scene. A lot of people were talking about how like when they got in the Fight Club and Wong and Abomination were doing their thing. Like that was.
Yeah, Wong versus Abomination was a nice little slide in there. Like the fact that they brought Abomination back for one, because we haven't seen him since that Incredible Hulk movie we don't talk about.
Excuse me, which one is that one?
Edward Norton, but honestly,
Don't get me wrong. I like it. I like it. Just no one talks about it.
I like it as well. Fighting those three dogs. Is that the one? That one is the very first one.
No, that's
the Ang Lee Edward Bana one. Eric Bana.
Yeah, that's Eric Bana.
Okay. I enjoyed
that. That was Hulk.
No, I'm gonna say
Incredible Hulk.
The movie y'all talking about is a solid Bruce Banner movie. I thought it was an awful Hulk movie.
Most people do. But I watched it as a kid.
That's why he got recast. Here we go.
Those three dogs, really good.
No. The one you're talking about, the Ang Lee one, that one was kind of fun as a kid. I'm with you.
Okay.
It was fun to watch.
The Edward Norton one, like that one is a good psychological thriller on Bruce Banner, but I didn't really care for the Hulk stuff. If that makes, I don't think you can get away with doing a solo Hulk movie. I think you need him to just he's the Hulk. You know what he does. You don't need a backstory. You don't need a love interest. You just need to have him come in and try to fight Wolverine or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I understand that. There is I thought they were going to make that kind of clash. And also, is there any talks about them redoing Wolverine? I mean, after Hugh Jackman is done, are they going to?
I mean, he has said that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
But money can change a lot of things in this world.
Yeah,
that's true. But if they can revamp Spider-Man 7 times, I think they can do another Wolverine.
Yeah,
it would have to be an unknown because I can't see anybody else's Wolverine but Hugh Jackman.
I'll say this: if they can get James McAvoy or whatever his name is to be Professor X, they can work Wolverine.
Hollywood knows no bounds. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's some short, gruff white dude who'll be perfect for the role, who has anger issues and all that shit. That they're not going to have a problem finding a new.
I did see the teaser trailer for the new Wolverine game coming out.
No, that's the first time I'm like, yo, I need to get a PS5.
No, I told myself I need to get a PS5 when the God of War sequel came out, and now we're getting God of War Ragnarok.
Yes,
I am ready. I am so ready for that game.
Look, I think that we really should have had a watch party. I know I'm late for it. We should have a watch party of all the trailers for the PS4 release or the PS releases.
Yeah, my launch should have us all onto his gaming-based channel to talk about it on his gaming-based thing, but he don't do that.
Yeah,
he don't reach out to us. We reach out to him.
Oh, stop it!
But that's that's our number 1.5 fan or whatever.
I don't understand this. You complain about Milan, but you don't complain about me because I am a perfect fan.
You were on the cast. What are you talking? You were the first one in the group chat.
Then say I'm number one.
You're not a fan.
Say I'm number one.
Maria is on the thing, and I will not say that.
Thank you.
She logs off. Say I'm number one.
I might have already logged off, but that's another thing.
Good. She logged off. Damn it. Collusion.
Yes, of course it's collusion. There's love involved.
I love
the ultimate collusion.
I love you too. I love you too.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Matrix 7. Love the ultimate collusion.
Yeah, that Matrix movie is gonna be. I was already sold on it, so I'm not really trying to jump too much in the trailers and stuff. But I did love the little teaser that they had before the trailer, where you clicked on the red pill or the blue pill.
Mm-hmm.
It told you what time it was, but it's like, yeah, it is that time. And the other one's like, nah, that's not that time. It's just
I don't even think I remember trailers like that. That's so. I don't know, just an interactive trailer like that. I don't think movies do that anymore.
That was Matrix. That's old school Matrix shit. That's it's exactly what the Matrix should be doing as their advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. It felt like every time I clicked on whether the red or blue, that whatever time it was, the clips before it gave you the time seemed like they were different. I could be wrong, but that's just in my mind. But that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I guess what else we got to talk about? Fuck.
We got to talk. I would like to talk about these games though. Did anybody see any top 3 games that looked interesting to you that were coming out?
I saw, of course, blah blah blah, God of War Ragnarok.
Right.
We got to continue that fucking story.
You see them arguing about the look of Thor. They don't like. People don't like.
Yeah, I'm like
that white man.
like Thor is in all Norse mythology is like this big ass brute. He it's only in the Marvel movies where he's characterized as like, you know, this hunk of a god, but like realistically, he's supposed to have a stomach. Like, let him have a stomach.
What up, Ricky? It's my nephew.
What's up?
See, but here's the thing, right? The pictures of the Thor that everyone's getting worked up about. Go look at the World's Strongest Man competitions.
Yeah.
Go take a look at what real world strongest men look like, and that it's that body type. You know what I mean? It's a layer of fat over a even bigger layer of muscle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, like, I think that's pretty dope. That it looks like what Thor would look like. It looks like what.
As I learned from Baki the Grappler, the early seasons, whoever eats the most is the strongest.
No, but let me tell you this: of all the games that they teased at the PS5, I really hate the fact that I'm such a sucker for remakes and nostalgia and all this stuff. But that KOTOR remake, baby.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Baby,
yes,
the first game that I ever rented popped in my Xbox and was just like, oh shit, it's tomorrow. I played that overnight. My mom was like, "Hey, it's breakfast. Are you still playing that damn game?" And I was like, "No, I slept."
I think it was like that for like the first God of War for me. Like I definitely remember getting that as soon as I got home from the mall, putting that in and just being like zoned out for like at least that weekend.
It was to the point where they were like you didn't have dinner, like you missed dinner and didn't say anything about this. And I was just like, yeah, I like the game, I guess.
But the fact that we're getting KOTOR for the PlayStation,
PS5, so it's like,
yes.
Again, another reason why I feel like, dang, I need to get it. And it's also really interesting to me that KOTOR is going to be a PS5 exclusive with BioWare going to Microsoft or whatever. Or no,
that's
EA.
interesting.
Yeah, that is very true.
All the stuff that's kind of going on. It just is interesting to me that KOTOR would be a PS5 exclusive and not, you know, it was an Xbox game in my book. It was a Microsoft.
Maybe it was like a contract before they even made the move or something, so they have to, you know. I don't know.
But BioWare is EA, so I think it's still gonna be okay. But I don't. It's all so weird, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. There's a lot of things that are making me think that I might end up buying, you know, both consoles or getting a PC that's worth playing games on.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a PlayStation and Nintendo aficionado for as long as I can remember. I've never owned a Microsoft anything.
Oh, man, I've been a Sega Microsoft kid, and then the PS4 was the first thing that pulled me away. This is the first Sony thing I've ever owned, so I don't really have that brand loyalty. But
I mean, it just ended up being what happened. Like it wasn't even like particularly brand loyalty. It was just like, oh well, I guess I'll get the 2, and the 3, now the 4, and just the continuation of lines of games that I like.
I've been PlayStation to the day I die from the beginning. It's just been in my family, and you know, I guess they played the Nintendo game.
It's been in my family.
It's been in my family. That's down. As a family, we all play video games.
That also reminds me. I've been going deep. I've been going hard into Golden Wind with JoJo's, and it's so good. Like it surprises me like how much I'm getting into JoJo's Part 5.
Okay, I need to start getting back into it then, because you're in Italy with
Buccarati.
Yeah, Giovanni.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get back into it then.
Can I say this though about the PlayStation thing before we move on?
Yeah, talk about how your granddad passed down his PlayStation.
Yes.
When he died, he handed me the controller on his deathbed. And I took that personally, and I never changed course ever again. With that being said, this PlayStation release just made me so excited. Like, we have not seen great games come out that we were highly anticipated for. So I'm so happy. But I really have to say my number one game I'm waiting for is that Forspoken game. Did anybody see the trailer for that?
I didn't see the trailer for that, but I saw the trailer for Spider-Man.
And Forspoken is about this girl, and then she gets transferred into another world, but she has like these Riska bracelets. Can we play the trailer? Is it all right?
Do you have it ready?
I have it right here.
Then,
I mean,
then share the tab and then hit play.
Okay, very good. Forspoken.
Came prepared.
Oh yes, I was.
He did right now. Like he's not. Are we watching him do it?
No, I'm trying to find it. I never shared the screen before. This is my first time. Like it's
You've
just
been
like,
on the show.
I don't think you've ever
watched this
shared
show
a screen.
before.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Forspoken. Sharing.
Chrome tab.
All right.
You can share that. You can just hit the share button.
I'm not.
The share button on the StreamYard?
Oh, I gotta press share. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
What did you got to look at it? You thought you had to look at it?
I started playing the video. I'm sorry.
There we go.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal.
Sasha Banks? Sasha Banks.
We are getting out of the city, Omar. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. No more fights. Clean air. Bright skies.
Oh, so it's an isekai.
No. Just watch.
What?
Isn't this what Ratchet and Clank did?
No. You're thinking of the Dimension Traders.
Wait, stop! Stop!
Just give it a chance.
Where on earth is this?
Asuka,
Who's there?
and technically not first. Well, no, you would call us anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself, I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello. Yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cup. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved it with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic. You'll jacked up beats. I'll probably fly next.
I can maybe get into this.
It looks like a great Nike commercial.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there was a line. Our land sucks. You are the only hope we have. Special. You're the one who's planning on facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. You will be doing our land a great service by killing her.
Frey. No name for a demon.
I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sylar.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
what
Looks
was,
good.
What was, you gotta stop sharing, bro. Okay.
Stop sharing.
I'm trying.
So I felt like if they didn't give us that last like 13 seconds or whatever, I would have been more into it. But it's just like, why are you gonna give us the boss battle?
Yeah.
You never know. It could have been like how Sekiro was, where you fight the boss in the beginning, lose, and then you start the game.
That's like how every RPG works. But
Yeah.
that's cool. I mean, nothing about that. Like, it was pretty. It looked cool. I liked the character. Like the weird "I'm talking to you from your wrist" thing was like that can get annoying real fast.
Yeah, it did look corny, but
It just seemed a little generic. That's all. I didn't
Really?
I didn't really get a hook other than girl goes.
I don't
to-
know. Like it seemed
Final
it like the maneuverability of the character, like like all the things you can do. That looked pretty good. But like I'd have to. I play a trailer before I commit to it.
Yeah.
I would say it's a great demo. Like the parkour looks great. Like it feels like a Nike commercial. I don't know, like just how she was moving was something different that I haven't seen in a long time since when like the first Assassination Creed games came out and they had like the run. They really put it on advertising, like how he ran and climbed and chases and jumped on people. But like, I'm just really excited for the movement. Also, the graphics look great. It really makes, and the story seems interesting. And also, I can't remember the last time I played a young girl of color in a video game as a main protagonist. And
representation.
The color, the graphics look great. So I'm like, yeah, I would have to play this on a PS5.
No, and everything you said is absolutely correct. It's just really, for me, seems like generic video game. Seems like generic open world. Didn't really give me anything that was going on other than. I'm weird. Show me the customization trees. Let me see what other abilities I can do. Is this like Avatar? Can I only do water bubbles or rocks or fire? Like, what is the? Give me more. That's all. I'm interested. I just am not sold on it yet.
But you want those secrets, though. But that's what you got to play to get those.
That's not true. Listen, if Final Fantasy says we have 121 branches of a diverse, like,
what game has that? When you're playing with one person, you think they're gonna have this many different branches? Look at the look at the Jedi game for the Star Wars Jedi game. Yeah, you're gonna have a certain amount of branches, but it's really not. I mean, of skill trees. But at the end of the day, you have a finite amount that you'll probably get all of them. But trust me, like it's how you play it, and that's really all that matters. Not what you can do, but how you use those moves.
I mean, possibly. It all depends on the gameplay.
Like, yeah. If I want to go in and just start punching people, and that's the gameplay I want to play, do I have to be arranged? Can I be an archer? Like, I'm not gonna be an archer in that game. I don't want to fucking be an archer, but just is there a variety? Do you have the option to play a different way, or are you going to be playing the game? You play Dragon Age Origins.
Mm-hmm.
You can build your character however you wanted to, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you're just going to be holding down that B button and setting up the. You know what I mean? So, like, no matter what you did, ultimately, you're relying on the ultimate move. You know what I mean? So I just want to know how much of this is going to be that, how much of this is truly going to be, because, like, you know what? Even if it is like, hey, this is a linear game, it's not as open world as you think it is, but it's done real well. I fucking love that. But I just don't know what it is. It doesn't seem like it has enough information for me to be sold on it yet.
Okay, it seems like it sits in the vein of Control. How you can get all the powers you want, but like you can power them up in different scale as you want. That's how I feel. Personally, but I personally thought you would really enjoy the game, Z. But you're skeptical now. But I think that you'll really fall in love when you actually get to play it. You might be the first one to play out of all of us because you got the 5. Don't you got the 5?
You don't have the 5 yet.
Oh, never mind.
Have the 5 yet.
Okay, sorry, I take that back. But you might get the 5 before all of us, so I would have to lean into you on that.
Yeah, we'll see. But it definitely seems interesting. Like watching it's a game that I would buy. You know what I mean? But it might just be like a wait till it goes on sale type of deal.
That's fair.
But again, there's nothing about that game that makes me feel like super excited more than like any other game coming out right now.
That's fair.
Okay, that's good. I'm a big story game fan, so
I am too.
It's all on stories, and I want to play it.
It just seemed very like, oh, you're the chosen one. Okay, you're gonna go up against the biggest bad guy in the land, and then look at that, you're fighting the biggest bad, and it's just.
Okay.
I mean,
all games are really at the end of the day.
No, I mean, you're not wrong. I just need to see what makes it different. That's all.
Okay.
Like Elder Scrolls, like you can call dragons and shit. That's what its thing was. You know what I mean? Like Final Fantasy 15, you're on a road trip. This is just you're a girl in a new world, but it's not an isekai. You know what I mean? It's just
Anyway. Well, that's just the game I'm excited for.
Because if its gimmick was it's an isekai, yo, I'm sold.
Really? I thought originally.
I'm glad it was.
Oh, it's an isekai.
Oh, she died and came back as this thing. Dope, I'm in.
She got hit by a bus.
No, but I'm sure you're right, Roman, that like after you play through like the boss or the story you're going in, whoever's making these portals, whatever that happens, you're gonna probably get like a bigger going across the galaxy type of shit. Alternate story or something. So.
Either way, it seemed like the gameplay solid, and all they have to do is lean hard into the story, and I think they can do it. We'll see. They got time. Spring 2022.
Hopefully, we can get PlayStation 5s by then.
Yeah, we'll see.
They'll be readily available.
I'm planning to get my PS5 probably by the end of the year of 2022. I'm gonna wait a whole year and a half. I need more.
I'm gonna get that God of War bundle.
Ooh, that God of War looks good too. I saw somebody tweet that like the sun is only going to take so much shit. What? Before he started?
Because the son is Loki, and we're still like figuring that whole thing out.
Oh yeah, but Kratos needs to stop. He needs to watch the way he talks to that boy. Because
you know what? I just the main thing about God of War that I'm loving is that Christopher Judge is getting more work.
okay.
Thank God for Christopher Judge and his voice acting.
Oh yeah.
And shout out to Stargate SG-1 because that was a really great show in my early adolescence.
Oh yeah, actually that reminds me because that's R.I.P. Shad Gaspard. He used to be the body for Kratos. So I wonder who's doing it for this game.
We'll see.
Wild. Should I just drop $700 and get some bullshit like PS5 package?
No,
You
really could spend your money on so much more. And
But I want a second controller and the 3D wireless headset anyway, right?
then get it later when like it's cheaper and it's sort of don't do that. Don't do it.
I mean, I'm
Have a whole life.
I'm not
You
going to
gotta-
tell you what to do with
Pay
your
the
money,
rent.
but I will advise against it.
Exactly.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think it's an
Do what
irresponsible.
you want, but it's not the greatest idea.
Nah, actually, I've been putting money aside to get the Pixel 6 when it drops, so I'm getting a new phone.
Ooh,
So,
nice.
Mm.
I really suggest that, man. If you got a Google phone, you should probably download Pokemon, and we should all do our own Nuzlocke on our own time. I started doing those.
I'm
Huh?
not doing that shit. I'm not doing that.
Why not? It's
He
fine.
doesn't have the time or the patience.
When you're traveling to wherever you're going, boom, open up the Pokemon, open it up and play.
I got other shit. I'd
just
rather
said
build my
no.
deck. I'd rather get my decks up.
Yeah, you'd rather be playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, man, you really need to get your decks up.
Yeah, I've been playing. For
Oh,
like,
is that
for like-
so?
for
So we're
like
at that
2
point in the
years.
stream now. That's what
Anybody want to?
how Romann hates on all my decks because they beat him.
We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and how we've made a small group, a faction of people who play against each other. Z is coming up pretty well, by the way. By somebody who's just starting starting fresh from the decks. I have to say, they looked promising. I think
I made some change ups. It's I got a weird Neo Space / Dragon deck right now.
I'm interested in anything you have and what you're making. I'm so interested in it.
Well, what happens right now is I think I got some Neo Space like boosters that let me just summon things so I can get tributes for dragons real fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that's my strategy because whenever I go up against people online that beat me, they just get dragons real fast.
Yeah. There's like 4 cards that are just always played and always summoned that you get tired of.
I mean, that's just the nature of the meta right now.
Right now, it's been like that for a while.
I mean, yeah, it's always been like that.
I don't know.
Like they're whenever they release new cards, people will always find the best combinations and just use those to climb rank. That's just what
that's
it is.
very true. And they won't make their own customizable deck that's just like specific for them. Basically, it's like the copy of the same combo, same deck for every single one. So every time I see like a specific card that I've seen like the 11th time, I just surrender. I just move on. I just because it's not really about getting to a higher rank. It's really about having a good time with the duel. Me and Dev, I think we've all played Dev in this, all right?
Yeah.
We played. It was like
Dev was out here trying to be Odeon with all these trap monsters.
God. We played for like 9 to 10 minutes. It was a long duel, and my heart was pumping. I lost at the end of the day with one wrong move, but it was a great duel with cards I've never seen before, and that's the sole essence of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's the sole essence.
I love how Romann just feels so strongly about these things.
Yeah, so our recommendation is download Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, meet
Boom.
up with us, and find your deck. Make your own custom deck.
Oh yeah.
Right now, I'm running a Magnet Warrior deck and a Gaia the Fierce Knight deck.
I'm working on creating a Dragon deck and a Spellcaster deck.
And my other deck that I was working with before was like a Dark Hero themed deck.
I like that.
I don't quite get it right. I just saw heroes and thought they would work together, but that's not quite the case. So I got
No, not all the heroes work together.
Dark Hero, Elemental Hero, different ball games. That I'm learning.
You
Get
got
a Dark Hero and a villain deck, a Dark Hero villain deck. Some people who are actually villains and Dark Hero heroes. That looks great.
Yeah.
It's a theme. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it myself.
That's what's up. And then also, I guess I'm gonna say this: if you're an Android user and you're playing if you play any kind of online games where you get like 99-cent purchases or like a little thing that boosts, it can help you out. download Google Rewards, you'll get like random surveys filled out. You answer a survey, it'll be like maybe 39 cents, 43 cents. But like over time, it built up. I'm currently sitting at about $9. I'm saving it to get to $10 so I can buy Chrono Trigger, the game, on my Android. Because I'm about to start flying again for stuff, and I just want to be able to have like a single player offline game on my phone, and I don't want to spend real money on it. So that's my plan right now. So, but you can also, I imagine it'd be helpful if I wanted to buy like some decks or some boxes or something on a Duelist Pass on fucking Duel Links. I ain't paying for shit.
I would never. Is anybody watching anything good? Has anybody seen anything good lately?
Yo, okay. So there's this show on Hulu called The Only Murderers in the Building.
How is that?
Okay, it's dumb. So I like it because like Martin Short, Steve Martin, kind of like some of like the original comedy thing.
And Selena Gomez.
And Selena Gomez is the third. Laura likes it because she's a murder mystery person. And so the whole thing is like they listen to a murder mystery podcast. That's the thing that they all have in common. And then like someone dies in their apartment. They say it's a suicide, but they're like, no, everything we learned is like it's more than that. And as you keep watching it, you learn that it is more than that. And like strings are getting unweaved, and it turns out that like Selena Gomez's character knows who the murder victim and the potential murderer and another friend in that friend group who died X amount of years in the past. And so like it has like a good whodunit, but with like a nice like almost like wholesomeness to it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's like it's weird.
I mean, if you want to talk about wholesome, everybody needs to be watching fucking Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
That is just nothing but hilarity and wholesomeness with some daggers in the heart as well, but like it will make you feel all the feelings.
Yeah, this week was just like, oh my god.
This past episode, I wouldn't go into it, but
just how it started to how it ended, and it's just like, oof.
Give the whole crew Emmys. They all deserve awards, to be honest.
You know, have you seen this? So like, I think literally 5 of them are up for Best Supporting Actor. Nate, Roy, not Hitchcock. What's his name?
Higgins.
Yeah.
Higgins, Coach Beard, and there's someone else that I'm forgetting that was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. And then both Keely and Rebecca were both the Best Supporting Actress.
Good.
Nice. They deserve it. That show's amazing.
And then of course Jason Sudeikis as Best Actor is nominated. So
yeah. I hope they every time everyone gets an award, the whole team shows up on stage. I hope so.
And there's 2 episodes where they're written for Best Episode, the pilot, and then the one where Rebecca gets her groove back, I think, is the episode.
Gets her groove back.
I think that's what the episode's called. I think it's
really. Oh fuck. Okay, I have to go back and look at that.
I could be wrong, but it's the one where Rebecca kind of stands up.
And also, I watched the first episode of that new Stephen Amell show on Stars called Heels.
I have no way of watching Stars. How is it?
Because I just signed up for like the 7-day like subscription just to like check it out, and it actually gave me some. It actually caught my attention. Like I like the brother rivalry, and like I was watching it with Justin, and he was like, "This may be a little bit of too much inside baseball to see like how like how wrestling really works. Like they may be revealing too much of it, but like I feel like they toe the line, and like it was good. Like I'm probably gonna watch some more before that subscription runs out, and we'll see how it goes.
When the season ends, I'll get that subscription and just watch it all in 7
days. Yeah, just watch it all in a day.
Perfect.
But I watched the pilot last night, and it was good enough to keep my attention. Like it was really, I enjoyed it.
All right, listen, we're talking about like, go on, Romann. What about to say?
I had a recent rewatch actually that I've been watching lately, and it's my first isekai that I've ever seen, which was Erased. It's on Netflix. Has anybody ever seen it?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it.
When we talked about isekai earlier, and you said got hit by a bus, that literally happens.
Well, that happens in a lot of isekais. That's just the joke.
There's so many buses. They really should stop having buses.
Japan's got a lot of buses, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm about to get hit by a bus. Time to get reincarnated.
Like shit, isn't that how that's how Yu Yu Hakusho started? That's how fucking Case Closed started.
Yeah, he got hit by a car. Yeah, but still.
What about Bleach when he died? How did he die?
No, he didn't die.
He didn't die and become a ghost?
No. You're forgetting your Bleach origins, and that's okay.
All right, that's on me. which we got to talk about that. But either way, yeah, it's called Erased. It's on Netflix. It's been on Netflix for years, but it was the one that really got me into watching more anime because of how well it's written. Someone suggested it to me. A guy dies trying to save a kid, and he goes back to when he was 13 years old, and it's just like Tokyo Revengers. Oh my god! But it's a little bit more adult.
I was told that there's like a parallel between them, but I haven't seen it yet.
It just hit me that it's so good and it's so emotional, and it was one of the first anime I think I've ever cried to, but I really enjoyed it. It's on Netflix. Erased. There's a live version and there's an anime version. Watch the anime version.
Also on Netflix, coming out on the 30th of this month. The next season of Baki.
Oh.
Next season of Baki's coming out. And it'll be a full 13 episodes. And it may bring us to the end of the series. I'm not sure. Or maybe close to it. Because I'm trying to remember. Because I read that manga like 10 years ago at this point. So I'm trying to remember exactly what happens in the series next. Because you get the criminals coming back. Then you get the primordial man, like the caveman that everybody fights. And then it's the fight between Baki and his dad. To like settle it all.
Yo,
and then also, go ahead. Demon Slayer season 2 is coming out in October.
Yeah, that's going to be split into 2 parts.
Split into 2 parts? It doesn't matter. The first part is going to be the cream de la creme. It's going to be beautiful. This fight in the first part is going to be worth it 100%. I'm all for it. It's going to look great.
All right, if we're talking about things that we're like excited about that are about to come out, Disney Plus, September 22nd, Star Wars Visions comes out. And that, if you're not familiar with the concept, you know how Marvel's got its what if going on with like their what if story. So Star Wars Visions is essentially they're taking the Star Wars stories and giving them to different anime studios to give them their take. So they're going to be like, 17 to 22 minute episodes each of a different anime studio's take on like some aspect of the Star Wars mythos. So the whole big thing is it's like Star Wars, but with like anime fight scenes. Again, just kind of everything experimental that Disney Plus has done like this, I've been a fan of. And just, again, you put Star Wars and anime, it sounds like it could be real cringe. It seems like it could be super dope. And I'm just excited to see what they do with it.
That risk. I like it.
Yeah. And it's like one of the things we're talking about before the show was how like a lot of our favorite animes and mangas are kind of being delayed and taking a while. And I think that Visions might have something to do with it because a lot of like anime houses are taking that Disney money. Don't blame them. And then on top of that, a lot of our favorites are starting to get like 20-year, 25-year anniversary re-release revisits and stuff. So like there's supposed to be that new Yu Yu Hakusho 20 years later that was supposed to come out last year, scheduled to come out I think later this year still.
Okay, I had no idea about that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like 25th anniversary revisits that were like announced to come out in 2020 or 2021 that have been pushed back. So I think it's going to be some real interesting stuff that's going to be coming out soon.
So great.
But yeah, I gotta get ready to head out soon. Give a shout out real quick to anyone in the LA area. If you're a LA Rams fan, head out to the Dave and Buster's in Westchester. I'm gonna start hosting watch parties. So
that's
this is the first one of the season. We'll be there again next week. I think a couple weeks I might have to be out of town, but we got some people filling in and doing stuff. So if you enjoy football, come out to Dave and Buster's. I'll make sure you get a little hookup. The 3 people watching.
Yeah.
Thank you for 3 people watching.
And hopefully some of y'all are in the LA area. All right, cool. So yeah, that's pretty much our recommendation.
Yeah.
Get on Duel Links, play us. Wes said that it's on Steam. So
it's on Steam as well. So yeah, you can connect if you have it on your mobile phone, you can connect it to. You should be able to connect it.
Sync.
You should be able to sync it to your Steam. I forget exactly how to do it, but it's like data re-download or something like that. But like you'll be able to do it.
Cool.
So yeah, we might even put like some of our duels on Twitch just because like you can see Romann get really mad at me using the same combo over and over again.
Yeah,
bitch about it the entire time.
Do better, Wes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I play to win. That's all that matters.
I play to have.
Don't be mad that you're a 3rd-rate duelist with a 4th-rate deck.
Oh my God! What the fuck are you saying, sir?
All right,
I've never heard you talk like this. I like pre-surgery Wes better. He was
All
a little
right,
bit more humble.
we got to go before it gets too hot. Thank y'all for being here. Be here next week. We're coming up with some more stuff. Matt might be back. We don't know. Matt might be fired. We don't know at this point.
No.
We'll see what's going on.
Baka mitai kodomo nano ne Yume o otte kizu tsuite Uso ga heta na kuse ni Waraenai egao o miseta I love you ろくに言わない口下手でほんまに不器用なのにどうしてさよならは言えたのダメだねダメよダメなのよ